Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to begin your website in Dreamweaver. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to create a folder where you keep your files. So we're going to go to My Computer, and I want you guys to keep your folder in your H drive or your server space. Just takes a minute to open up because I'm recording. So right here, see, H, and this is my space, so I'm going to double click. I created a folder called website already. If you need to, you just need to right click, new folder, and then you can name it. I'll name this one website 2, enter. So now that's where I'm going to house all my files for this project. So I minimize that down, or I can close it because I don't need it anymore, and I'm going to start Adobe DreamWorks. So I go to Adobe, Design and Web Premium, Adobe Dreamweaver CS6, and click. Okay, so now it's opened up. It says create new. I'm going to start with an HTML file, create a new, click on it, get rid of that, and now I'm going to go File, New, and a CSS, which is a cascading style sheet, create. So now you can see Untitled 1 tab, Untitled 2. Let's go to Untitled 1, and that's our HTML. And we'll go File, Save As, and we're going to find my space. Oh, there's my H drive website, and now I'm going to call it, let's call it website. Okay, and save. Now we're going to go over to the other one, which is the style sheet. Same thing, File, Save As. It's already coming up. We're going to name the style sheet website. You don't have to name them the same thing. Save. Okay, so now I have an HTML sheet and a style sheet. So I'm going to go to the HTML sheet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to link my style sheet to it. And how I do that is if you look over here where it says CSS Styles, All, I'm going to click on where it says No Styles Defined, and I'm going to right click that, and I'm going to put Attach a Style Sheet. And now I'm going to go to Browse, and I'm going to choose the From. You can see this is in my H drive, in the folder website. I'm going to click the style sheet that I created just right up here. I'm going to click OK. Now before I click OK again, I'm going to make sure it says Link and Media All, and then OK. So now in my HTML web page, it's linked that style sheet to my HTML. So basically, my style sheet will tell my HTML what to do. They interact with each other, and there's a neat way of doing it, which I'll explain in a sec. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is minimize, and I'm going to open up Google Chrome or Mozilla or Internet Explorer, whichever one you like to use. I'm going to go to Claremont website. I'm already logged in. I'm going to go to My Courses, just like you would. I'm going to go to Digital Media 10 or 9. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to click on Code for Basic Single Page CSS website. Now, so from here, you can see this website here in blue is what you're going to be creating. You're going to create a website that looks just like that. And then from that, I'm going to have you guys modify it to add your own information. But this will give you the basics of kind of an understanding of how it works. So we are going to use a wrapper system, which wraps things to. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go copy. I'm going to go to the code, source code, and under 2, I'm going to do a paste. So now this defines my site. It has a body. You can see the two open and close, open and close. It's all within a body, and it's within a wrapper container, which means means that it will wrap your page to the size of your screen. So it should automatically make it fit the screen. So now, what it says is it's ghosted. It says code for header area will go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the tutorial. Sorry, one thing. Actually, I'm going to put in my first CSS command, and it says pound wrapper bracket background, and then this number here is a Photoshop color number that makes it a certain hue of blue, and then you can see the semicolon ends the function, and then it's wrapped in a bracket. So it has an open bracket and an end bracket. Everything needs to have that in the CSS sheet. So here I'll go copy, and I'm going to go over to my Dreamweaver, and I'm going to go to this website CSS, and I'm going to go paste. I could manually type that out, but it doesn't make sense to do that. I'll click refresh, I'll go to source code, I'll go to design, and now you can see my container, which is only one line, is now blue. So by putting in wrapper background blue, every time in the source code where it says div ID equals wrapper, it's going to make that blue. So this pound wrapper affects this div ID equals wrapper anywhere it's found. So next we're going to go and find our header code. We're going to click back. We're going to go down. See, you'll go copy. We'll go back to Adobe Dreamweaver, and right here where it says header code, we're going to go paste. And then we'll go refresh, and now you can see in design, okay, now there's information. It says company name, home, but it's all, the automatic default is to justify everything to the left, to center, or not to center it, but to align it to the left. The default alignment is to the left. So now we want it to look a little nicer, and we want to change some of the size of the texts. So we could do it manually and just type this in, or we can just copy and paste. Now we go to Dreamweaver, we go back to our style sheet, and we paste that in. So now, if you take a look where it says header, it's going to make the header background this color. Where there's a center header, which is another container, it's a different container that's in our code, it's going to make that background this color. And it's going to make it 100 pixels. It's going to make it a height of 100 pixels. The margin's going to be automatically determined, and the width of it is going to be 980 pixels. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be about 9 times or 10 times as wide as it is high. Now left header is, it's going to float left, so it's going to be, that's going to tell it to be in the left quadrant of the screen. Font size 40 pixels, so that's a pretty big font size. Line height 100. Text alignment, it's going to center it, and it's going to be a width of 700. So this is defining the container of the left header, and what the size of the container is going to be, and what the text within the container is going to look like, and and where it's going to be. It's going to be aligned, text aligned center, and the actual alignment of the left header is going to float left. Okay. So same with menu, same with the other menu, and the other menu. All these, it's just giving them style and color. Okay, so now if we go back to source code and we go to design, you can see the company name is larger, like I said. It's centered, it's floating. Or sorry, the company name container is floating to the left, and the others are to the right, and they're centered. So now we're going to go back to our tutorial, and it explains everything and what it does here. If you guys really want to know which is important because we're going to be changing things later. That's what it does. So now we're going to put in our code and our style for the preview area. So what we do is we do a copy, straight up copy, and we're going to go back to Dreamweaver, into code, code for preview area. Take that, we'll do a paste, refresh. Now we're going to go to the the cascading style sheet. And now every time you want to enter a new command for an area, you put a pound and what the name of it is in brackets. So here we go. I need to go back here. You can see pound preview, pound center underscore preview, pound topic. So wherever it sees topic or center underscore preview, it's going to apply these styles to that area. So here I'll do a straight up grab, copy, and a paste, and a refresh. And now we'll go back to the source code and design. And now you can see we can go to the live view. This is what it would look like in a website. Oop, it shouldn't actually. Weird. Okay, sorry. For some reason it's not totally showing correctly. It will when you save. Okay. So now our next area is code for the content area. We go back here. It explains what everything does in each line. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this code. We're going to do a copy. Then we're going to paste it in. Refresh. And you can once again see that now we have the information, sidebar, website links, description. Welcome to our website. So you can see now that we have some more information in there. What we're going to do now is apply the styles. It doesn't look very attractive. We want to create some containers, and we want it to float in those containers, the information, and some color and style elements. So we go down to here, go all the way down, copy, and we'll go to Dreamweaver, into our style sheet. We'll just do a straight up paste, a refresh, and now you can actually over here see that now it's applied a gray color. Let's go to source code, code, design. There you go. So you can see we have the different hues of blue. Now it has a gray hue. And what we're going to do is sandwich it between another layer of blue for the footer. Okay. Source code, code. So we're going to put in the footer area code. We go back to our tutorial that explains everything if you want to understand what line affects what color and what goes in where. For the style sheet, this is the style sheet explanation. You can do that. So we want to find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and an RSS. We're going to copy, Control copy, and back to Dreamweaver. And in the footer area, we're going to paste it right on top of that. Paste, refresh, design, and there it is. You're going to have to change these links though. So if you have your own YouTube account or Facebook account, you can actually paste your Facebook page, your YouTube account into the code, and I'll show you guys how to do that in class when you get to that. Okay, it looks kind of boring. It's all justified to the left or aligned to the left. We want to center it, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the tutorial, and here are the stylistic elements that this website has laid out. Copy, Dreamweaver, we go to our website CSS, We want to paste it on the other side of that bracket. We're going to go paste. Now we could have created a different style sheet for each one of these areas for updating. We've pasted it all into one, which is okay. Okay, let me see. Now let's go refresh over here. You can see now there's boxes for YouTube, Twitter. Now we're going to go back to source code, design, and that's what we did. We just put your website name 2011 because this tutorial is from. You guys are going to want to change 2011 to 2013 and what your name of your website is, and that'll be the next step. So now we're going to go File, Save, File, Save. Now we can close Dreamweaver, minimize our tutorial, go to My Computer. There it is, website, and now just click on Website HTML. And there it is. That's what your website would look like. And now, that's what you're going to do for today. The next class, I'm going to show you how to go into the code and change colors and how to add different elements. You can see down here it says broken link, broken link, broken link, broken link. The name of our website. We need to fix all those things. We haven't linked this. This is a single page, so this is our home page. We don't have an About Us page. We don't have services, partners, or contact us. But we'll learn how to do that. Okay. Take care, and as you guys need help with this, just raise your hands, and I'll help the best I can. Okay, right on, guys.